Hey guys, welcome to the next training series, How Do I Develop Mental Toughness? You know, last time we talked about why do I need mental toughness, and today we're going to talk about how do you develop that in your life. You know, we're not born with mental toughness, but you can learn how to develop it, and I'm going to share with you how. You can work on being aware of your thoughts, intercepting and replacing negative and weak thoughts with positive, strong thoughts. We talked about that a few lessons back. This takes practice and working on it daily, sometimes hourly, sometimes every minute. Physical training. Physical training can help us develop mental toughness, learning to push ourselves further each time and move through the pain. One of the things that I learned at SEALFIT is they teach that you are capable of doing 20 times more than you actually think that you can. And I've seen that take place in people's lives out there at that training. The second thing you can do, the next thing you do is mental training. Just like we train our physical bodies, we talked about this in our last course, we can train our mind. We can do mental training. We can study on mental toughness, just like this course that you're checking out now. And then the key to all that is applying what you read or applying what you learn. It's not just enough to learn or to watch these videos, but you have to apply it in your life. When you do so, that's when it really starts taking effect and making a difference in your life. The next 5 traits that I share are also 5 ways that can help you develop mental toughness. The first is inner drive or self-motivation. You know, it's been said that motivation doesn't last. You know, you have a motivational speaker come in and they do their thing and they leave and you walk out the gym doors and boom, you know, life hits you in the face and the motivation is gone. Well, you know, bathing doesn't last either. That's why we have to do it daily, right? Otherwise you stink and smell and people complain and, you know, all those things. So you must learn to motivate yourself daily. You can't depend on someone else. You can't wait for a parent or a friend or a coach to get in your face and get you motivated. You have to learn to do it yourself and have that inner drive, that inner motivation. There are plenty of great motivational videos on YouTube, man. Go check them out. Type in motivation. There's plenty that pop up. Feed on things that will keep you motivated. Next is a positive attitude. You can create your own positive attitude. And remember, a lot of your attitude comes from what you're putting in your brain. You may not have control over what happens to you, but you do have control over how you respond. Man, I wish I would have learned that when I was younger. Choosing to have a positive attitude will help you stay mentally strong. Next is self-control, learning to control your emotions. People who are not in control of their emotions get upset when something doesn't go as expected, but mentally tough people learn to have tough skin, and they don't let outside circumstances affect them. There will be many times, whether in a game or in life, that things happen outside of your control, and a mentally tough person keeps their emotions in check and keeps on with the game plan they had in mind from the beginning. This one is hard to develop and usually comes as we mature, but start now working on that one. Next is training to be calm under fire. You know, anything worth going for is going to be high pressure at one time or another. Mentally tough people are their best under pressure. Calmness under fire isn't something you just switch on. The key here is to seek out pressure situations, working up from low pressure to medium pressure to high pressure situations. Perform in front of larger groups. So in other words, start with a small group, do your thing, and work your way up if you're a performer. Find those areas or find those ways where you can test out your mental toughness and get better and test those things out, and then you can move on to bigger and better things. That way you can prepare yourself to stay calm under the pressure. What seemed like a high pressure before, when you do that, becomes a new normal to you. In other words, this situation was pressure at one point, but now that's nothing. Now you're at this level. And the more you do that, the more you'll be able to stay calm under pressure. Be ready for action with lots of energy. You know, mentally tough people get themselves fired up. They self-motivate themselves. They fire themselves up, and they're ready to go for battle, performance, a game, or whatever it may be. It might be in the middle of the night. You might have to do 2 performances or play 2 games or back-to-back games, whatever the case is. You may feel under the weather, not feel yourself. But the pride that you get from doing your best in less than optimal circumstances makes it that much easier to succeed in all circumstances. You know, that last game or that 3rd performance or whatever it is may not be your best, but it should be the best you can possibly give. The next time when your conditions are better, you'll play better, and you'll learn how to push yourself to give it your all. Guys, in the next training we're going to cover our last topic in this series, performance visualization. Until next time, keep training the brain.